Hello students, welcome to the YouTube channel of SRT once again. If you are here for the first time, do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Now today I am here to teach you practice set number 5.4 of geometry, chapter number 5, quadrilaterals. You guys are free to share this video with even those students who are not a part of SRT so that even they benefit from whatever I am teaching over here via YouTube lectures. Okay, chalo. Now without wasting more time of yours, let's start with practice set number 5.4. Okay, so students, let's start with practice set number 5.4. Before I go ahead with practice set number 5.4, a quick recap to whatever we have done in the chapter so far. Now, as you are aware about this, practice set number 5.1 and 5.2 were totally based on parallelogram. 5.1 में it was given in the question that the quadrilateral is a parallelogram and you solved sums using the properties of parallelogram. Second exercise में it was like you had to prove that quadrilateral is a parallelogram, and to prove that quadrilateral is a parallelogram there are 5 different ways. Third exercise was a mixture of different types of quadrilateral where we spoke about rhombus, rectangle, square. These were the quadrilaterals that we spoke about. Okay. Now in fourth exercise we are going to talk about a trapezium. So before I go ahead with this exercise, a quick introduction to what exactly a trapezium is. Look here. This is how it looks like. Okay. Let's call it as PQRS. Okay. Now, many students make a mistake in the definition of a trapezium. When they are asked what is a trapezium, their answer is a quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite side is parallel is called a trapezium. Now, this is an incomplete definition because trapezium में one pair of opposite side तो parallel होना चाहिए, but with that it is compulsory that the second pair of opposite side has to be non-parallel. So what will be the complete definition? A quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite side is parallel and the second pair is non-parallel is called as a trapezium. Samjha? Now for a trapezium there is no standard property that you have which you can directly use. Just one thing, that one pair of opposite side is parallel. Okay, for a trapezium. Now there is you can say a special type of trapezium where the non-parallel sides are congruent. If the non-parallel sides are congruent, then this trapezium is called as an isosceles trapezium. Samjha? What is an isosceles trapezium? A trapezium in which the non-parallel sides are congruent. Okay? अभी इसका एक property है. In an isosceles trapezium, the base angles are congruent. मतलब अगर आप लोगों को मालूम है that the non-parallel sides are congruent, you can conclude that the base angles are congruent. However, ये जो property है that base angles are congruent, it may or may not be used as a standard property directly in the exam. It depends on your school teacher. Okay, there are few teachers who accept the usage of this property directly, others do not. So that this about the using of this property you have to confirm from your school teacher. Is that clear? Apart from this, there is no additional property that can be directly used. Okay, got it? What a trapezium is? Now let's start with practice set number 5.4. Now in this practice set there are only 3 questions. First question एकदम simple है. See what it says. In quadrilateral IJKL, side IJ is parallel to side KL. So this IJ parallel to KL. अभी ये जो diagram है, it is not given in the question. You have to do it on your own. And namings to be done in such a way that it has to go either in anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction. कौन से भी vertex से चालू कर सकते हो. लेकिन the condition should be satisfied. What are the conditions? Look here. IJ parallel to KL. Look here. Is IJ parallel to KL? Yes. Then angle I should be 108 degree. मतलब मेरा angle I has to be an obtuse angle. So suppose if I name I over here, it will be incorrect because this angle looks acute. समझा? Basically when you are naming, be careful that the condition gets satisfied. Okay? Solving of question एकदम simple है. They are asking for which two angle? Angle J and angle L. This is one angle that they are asking for. This is the second angle. Now as you know, these two sides are given parallel. C shape figure form हो रहा है, interior angle has to be supplementary because the lines are parallel. Exactly the same thing over here. Angle J and angle K are interior angles, should be supplementary. If I know one of them, other angle you can get it on your own. Is that clear? Understood? Now let's see how to write it. Solution. Now as you know, whenever we make use of corresponding angles, interior angles or alternate angles, directly I cannot say angle plus angle 180. पहले मेरे को parallel lines and transversal लिखना compulsory है. So over here, let's talk about angle L first. Okay. Now IJ parallel to LK. This is the transversal. So angle I plus angle L will become 180 degree. Look here. I'll say side IJ is parallel to side LK. And your segment IL is transversal. This is what is given in the question. Okay. Therefore, angle I plus angle L is equal to 180 degree. Reason you will write interior angle here. Clear? Therefore, now angle I is 108 degree plus angle L will be 180 degree. Reason you can write this is the given value that we are substituting. Therefore, angle L will be 180 degree minus 108 degree. So your answer will become 72 degrees. Samjha? Okay. Now I go for angle J. Angle J के लिए what will I do? IJ parallel to LK and JK is the transversal. So I say side IJ is parallel to side LK and your segment JK is transversal. Why they are parallel? Because that is what is given in the question. And if they are parallel, now I can say therefore angle J plus angle K has to be equal to 180 degree. Reason you will write interior angle here. Okay. Therefore angle J we don't know plus angle K के जगह पे you will write 53 degree is equal to 180 degree. Reason you will write given value. Therefore angle J will be 180 degree minus 53 degree. Therefore angle J will be equal to 127 degree. Is that clear? Understood? Put it in a box because this is what is asked in the question. So basically दोनों angle के लिए angle J and angle L के लिए you are making use of the same property. Okay? चल. Now let's go to the next question. Okay, students, now coming to question number 2. In quadrilateral ABCD, side BC is parallel to side AD. Again, students, in this question also, the diagram was not given. You have to draw the diagram in such a way that the condition gets satisfied. कौन सा condition है? BC parallel to AD होना चाहिए as per the naming. Angle A has to be an acute angle. So accordingly, I have named over here. Okay, starting with vertex A, and I have named it in clockwise order. Okay. Now they are asking for angle B and angle D. Okay, as far as angle B is concerned, not a problem at all because if these two sides are parallel, these two angles form interior angles. So जैसे previous sum में किया था, you can get directly the measure of angle B. तो पहला उतना पार्ट करके देखते हैं. Look, I'll say that side BC is parallel to side AD and your segment AB is transversal. Reason you will write this is what is given in the question. Therefore, angle B plus angle A is equal to 180 degree. Reason you will write interior angle here. Now you substitute the value B के जगह पे, okay, B will remain as it is. A के जगह पे you will write 72 degree is equal to 180. Reason you will write given value. Therefore, angle B will be 180 degree minus 72 degree. Hence, the answer turns out to be 108 degree. Clear? Because this is asked in the question, you need to highlight it. Okay, angle B तो आ गया. Now as far as your angle D is concerned, there are two methods to get this answer. Okay, that's why I've written over here method 1, directly using base angle congruent. याद है मैंने आपको बताया था that if the non-parallel sides are congruent, the quadrilateral is called as an isosceles trapezium, and in an isosceles trapezium the base angles are congruent. समझ में आ रहा है? If I directly use the property, I can directly say angle A congruent to angle D. मतलब कैसे लिखेंगे देखो. पहले ये लिखेंगे that it is an isosceles trapezium. I'll say in quadrilateral A, B, C, D, one pair of opposite side, that is your side BC, is parallel to side AD, and the non-parallel sides, that is seg AB, is congruent to segment CD. This is what is given in the question. If one pair of opposite side is parallel, second pair of opposite side is congruent, you can say therefore quadrilateral ABCD is an isosceles trapezium. Okay? Therefore, angle A is congruent to angle D. Reason you write the property, base angles are congruent. Therefore, you can say angle D is equal to 72 degree. Reason you will write since angle A is equal to 72 degree. लेकिन ये जो मेथड मैंने किया है, this is a shortcut method. It depends on your school teacher whether she allows you or no. थोड़े स्कूल में अलाउ करते हैं, थोड़े स्कूल में अलाउ नहीं करते हैं. अगर नहीं करते हैं, तो ये जो बेस एंगल मैंने congruent लिखा है ना इधर, you have to prove it. Okay, what I do is ये मेथड का स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो and you can ask your school teacher whether this will be allowed or no, whether you can directly use the property base angles of isosceles trapezium are congruent. Okay, take the screenshot. Okay, so you have the method with you. Okay, now I go with the second method where I will prove that base angles are congruent. I am not directly using this property. Okay, so method 2, I'll say proving base angles congruent. This is what I have done in the notes also. Okay, तो इधर तक तो solution same रहेगा where you are getting angle B. Clear? अभी इसमें there is a construction involved to prove that base angles are congruent. Construction is from point C, you need to draw a segment. Let's call it E over here. Draw seg CE parallel to side BA. So here I'll write draw seg CE parallel to side A. This is the construction that is involved. Now your target is to prove that angle A is congruent to angle D. पहले मैं आपको logic बताता हूँ. Look here. Okay, have I said that this is parallel to this by construction? Because of this, can I say let's call this as angle 1. Let's call this as angle 2. Can I say angle 1 is congruent to angle 2? Why they are congruent? Because they form corresponding angles over here. For this parallel, and there is a transversal over here. So there is a F-shaped figure getting formed over here. So 1 and 2 are corresponding angles, hence they are congruent. Okay, मेरे को prove क्या करने का? Let's call this as angle number 3. My target is to prove angle 1 congruent to angle 3. अभी तक मैंने क्या किया? Angle 1 congruent to angle 2 किया. Now I am trying to prove that angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. कैसे? Look here. Can I say that this is parallel to this by construction? BC is parallel to AD is given in the question. So can I say BC parallel to AE? Reason A dash E dash D. तो अगर मैं ये quadrilateral पे फोकस करूं A B C E, this is parallel to this is parallel to this, both the pairs of opposite sides are parallel, so quadrilateral becomes a parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, can I say AB has to be congruent to CE? Because opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent, so AB congruent to CE, and okay, ये देखो AB congruent to CE है, लेकिन क्वेश्चन में क्या दिया है? AB is congruent to CD. If AB is congruent to CE, AB is congruent to CD, CE and CD should be congruent to each other. If they are congruent to each other, by isosceles triangle theorem, you can say that angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. तो इधर में लिखेगा angle 2 congruent to angle 3. अभी इसका कंक्लूजन क्या होएगा? 1 is congruent to 2, 2 is congruent to 3, so 1 and 3 you can say that they are congruent, and this is what was required, that my base angle should be congruent. मैं वापस बताता हूँ मैंने क्या किया. Construction CE parallel to AB. Okay, so by corresponding angle theorem, angle 1 congruent to angle 2. Now you prove that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram by mentioning that both the opposite pairs are parallel. If it becomes a parallelogram, BA becomes equal to CD. लेकिन क्वेश्चन में दिया है that BA and CD are already congruent. तो BA इससे भी congruent है, BA इससे भी congruent है. So they two are congruent to each other. If they two are congruent to each other, ये triangle में by isosceles triangle theorem, angle 2 becomes congruent to angle 3. Okay, if 1 is congruent to 2, 2 is congruent to 3, इसका conclusion you can write angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. So here I am proving that base angles of isosceles trapezium are congruent. Okay, चल अभी ये सब लिखने का कैसे let's see that. सबसे पहले क्या किया मैंने? मैं corresponding angle से angle 1 और angle 2 congruent लिखता. So I say that side AB is parallel to side CE. And your segment AD is transversal. Reason? Construction. Construction में मैंने लिखा है कि parallel है. Okay? If they are parallel, I can say therefore angle A is congruent to angle CED. Reason you will write corresponding angle theorem. In the written part, in your fair part, you cannot write angle 1, angle 2 ऐसा कुछ भी. You have to use proper namings. Okay? So angle A becomes congruent to angle CED. Now I will prove that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. तो वो कैसे लिखता हूँ मैं देखो. I'll say that side BC is given parallel to side AD. Reason given. Therefore, I can say that side BC has to be parallel to side AE. AD के जगह पे मैंने AE लिखा. Reason A dash E dash D. Then I'll say in quadrilateral A B C E, side AB is parallel to side AE and side BC parallel to side AE and side AB is parallel to side CE. Here I will write proved in step 7. Here I will write construction. So what have I specified? कि मेरे ये quadrilateral में both the opposite pairs are parallel. If both the opposite pairs are parallel, you can conclude therefore quadrilateral ABCE is a parallelogram. Reason में you can write both the opposite pairs of sides are parallel. Is that clear? Okay. If it is a parallelogram, you can say therefore your side AB has to be congruent to side CE. Reason? Opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. Exam में dot 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 नहीं लिख सकते. You have to write the entire reason. What will you write? Opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. Then I'll say, but question already says that my side AB is given congruent to side CD. Reason given. Therefore, do you see AB congruent to CE, AB congruent to CD? Therefore, what can I conclude? That side CE has to be congruent to side CD. Reason I'll write from step number 10 and 11. Okay. Now, अगर ये triangle में मैंने लिखा है that CE is congruent to CD, can I say both these two angle 2 and angle 3 should be congruent to each other? So I say angle CED is congruent to angle D. Reason you will write isosceles triangle theorem. Clear? Now focus on this and this. इधर मैंने क्या लिखा है एंगल ए कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू एंगल CED, इधर लिखा है CED कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू एंगल D. So can I say angle A has to be congruent to angle D? So I'll say therefore angle A congruent to angle D. Reason I'll write from step number 5 and 13, and once you prove that these angles are congruent, A congruent to D, you can write therefore angle D has to be equal to 72 degree since angle A is 72. समझ में आया? ओके तो ये मेथड लेंदियर मेथड है टू बी यूज्ड व्हेन इफ द टीचर डज नॉट अलाउ यू टू यूज द प्रॉपर्टी दैट बेस एंगल्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट. So here we are actually proving that in an isosceles trapezium the base angle should be congruent. और ये construction is required only to prove that. If you are directly using the property, then this construction is not required. Okay, your question number 3 is also based on this method only. Chalo, let's see that now. Okay, now over here in quadrilateral ABCD diagram students is already given. Okay, I directly go to the given part. Side BC is parallel to side AD. Side BA is congruent to side CD. Question में बोला क्या है प्रूव करने को? That angle ABC should be congruent to angle BCD. So basically I want these two view angles congruent. Now as you already know that this trapezium is an isosceles trapezium. Isosceles trapezium में base angles congruent होता है. अभी previous sum I have done by both the methods by making use of the property that base angles are congruent. Second by proving that base angles are congruent and पूरा lengthier way में solve किया था. In my notes, if you go to see, there is a construction over here and I have done it by a lengthier process. Okay, so that method is also okay, but if your teacher allows you to make use of base angles congruent, it is better to use the property that I am teaching you now. Okay, so you will have both the methods with you, one in the notes and second what I am doing it over here. But again I repeat, if the teacher does not allow you to use angle A congruent to angle D, तो वो पूरा construction करके आपको पहले prove करने का that angle A and angle D are congruent. Okay, if you want how to prove that base angles are congruent, go to my previous question number 2. उधर मैंने वो पूरा process किया हुआ है. Clear? चलो let's start. एकदम simple सा में look here. Let's number the angles for our understanding. इसको मैंने दिया 1, इसको मैंने दिया 2, इसको मैंने दिया 3, इसको मैंने दिया 4. Your target is what? That angle 3 and angle 4 should be congruent to each other. Okay, look here. Can I say that 1 plus 4 is equal to 180 degree because the lines are parallel, C figure getting formed by interior angle theorem. Then you can also say 3 plus 2 is equal to 180. इसका conclusion, can I say 1 plus 4 is equal to 3 plus 2? Okay, now you know that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. तो इसका कंक्लूजन क्या होगा? 1 plus 4 I keep it as it is equal to 3 plus 2 के जगह पे I can write 1. 1 gets cancelled. Do I get 4 equal to 3? 4 equal to 3. So this is basically a method to understand. Okay, लेकिन obviously in your solving part you cannot write these numbers. You have to make use of the name. Okay, I go by the same process. Look here. सबसे पहले I'll prove that this plus this 180 and this plus this 180. So for that I'll write side BC is parallel to side AD and sec AB and sec CD are transversals. Reason क्या लिखोगे? This is what is given in the question. Therefore, angle B plus angle A is equal to 180 degree and angle C plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Reason you can write interior angle theorem. समझा? अभी इसका conclusion, therefore angle B plus angle A is equal to angle C plus angle D. You can write from step number 2. अभी आप लोगों को क्या करने का है? A and D should get cancelled on both sides, so you will be left with angle B congruent to angle C. Now to cancel angle A and angle D, you have to prove them congruent. Why they are congruent? Because they are the base angles of isosceles trapezium. तो पहले मैं ये mention करेगा that this is an isosceles trapezium, and then I'll conclude therefore angle A is congruent to angle D. So I say in quadrilateral ABCD, sec BC is parallel to sec AD and sec AB is congruent to sec CD. Reason, this is what is given in the question. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is an isosceles trapezium, and if it is an isosceles trapezium, therefore you can conclude angle A is congruent to angle D. This conclusion I put it in this step. तो ये step क्या हो जाएगा मेरा? Angle B plus angle A I keep it as it is. Angle C plus D के जगह पे I am writing angle A. Reason you will write from step number 3 and 6. दोनों बाजू एंगल A gets cancelled, एंगल B congruent to एंगल C. अभी एंगल B का 3 लेटर नेमिंग क्या दिया है क्वेश्चन में? एंगल ABC, and एंगल C का 3 लेटर नेमिंग they have given एंगल DC. And here you will write a reason. Base angles are congruent. Okay, so students, ये जो मैंने solution लिखा है ना, it is not there in the notes. Okay, this is for your understanding. Notes में मैंने lengthier method किया है, where using construction I have proved that base angles are congruent. That method is also correct. Clear? What I want is just take a screenshot of this and confirm from your school teacher whether this method is allowed or no. If this method is not allowed, then do refer the method which is given in the notes to you. Okay, please take a screenshot of this. Okay, I hope you all have taken it. Now this completes your entire practice set number 5.4, which was based on trapezium. I hope you understood everything that I have taught in this particular lecture. You are free to share this video with other students also who are not a part of SRT. Okay, do like the video if you are here for the first time. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Very soon I'll be back over here with much more content only for you. Till then, tata bye bye.